Welcome back, fam, and if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Brett and I'm B the Vlogger. So today we're gonna be taking a road trip. We're going to the Sierra Nevada mountains and we're gonna be checking out Coloma, California. This is an area where the gold rush really started in California, and really where California really began. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into it, and we're gonna take off, and I'll see you guys when we get there. All right, family, so we stopped at one little spot here. It's called Marshall's Gold Discovery Park in Coloma, California. So we're gonna check this spot out, but there's a lot of buildings out here from the gold rush era. So we're gonna check out some of these museums. There's a museum here we're gonna check out. This is the Marshall Gold Discovery State Historic Park Museum. So we're gonna go in here and see what's up. So follow along, let's see what we discover. So just so you know, if you come here, it's $10 parking. There's your fees for this park, so that you guys know. It's $10 per car, senior citizen 9. All right, so we're inside the museum. They got some nice displays here from the gold rush era. 1849, 1848. Got the Native Americans. It's a cool little museum. Got that raccoon chilling in the tree. Some more Native Americans here. They got the grindstone. So that stone's where they would grind up the acorns to make their meal. Little water display here. Salmon being speared from the creek. Let's see what they got on this side. We'll just take a quick little look through here. Some artifacts from the gold rush era. Looks like an old mirror. Not sure, and then a little pocket watch. Some gold nuggets. Check out the gold nuggets. Some bling, and then a balance here to weigh the nuggets. We've got the gold rush mercantile, which is like a store. I don't know, we probably won't go inside there right now because we're just doing a quick little tour here. All right, let's keep it moving because we want to go see some of those structures also. So we're gonna take a look in here, and then we'll go outside and see some of the structures from the gold mine era. Again, this is where we are, Coloma. So again, you come up from Sacramento, up 50 east. In Placerville, you turn left on 49 towards Coloma. And here's some gold panning trays, baskets that you use to pan for gold, and some quartz, which the gold is found in the quartz. So there's some examples of quartz and some granite, looks like there. Some more quartz here. And then slate. We have some slate and quartz mixed over here. And we got an old stagecoach here, kind of like you see on the Wells Fargo commercials. So we got the stagecoach, used to handle the transportation of the gold. So this is what your gold miners would look like back in the day. This is how they looked. Scrappy little bunch. And then it's got a timeline of the gold rush up here. 1847, that's before the gold rush. 1848, that's when it was first discovered. And this is when the people started arriving, when the 49ers arrived to start panning for gold. And then it kind of gives a little more history. So here's some of the gold mining tools. We got the shovel. We got the pickaxe. We got the gold mining pan here. Got the rifle up top right here. The long gun. And then another one here. And then the old school deck for gambling with some dice, because they was shooting craps back then too. All right, even got some bones over here. Got the dominoes. So this here is what's called a rocker box. They would take the sediment from the creeks and rivers and rock it back and forth here with some water over the top, and it would separate the large debris, such as these big rocks here, and the smaller sediment, and then eventually they could pan it out and get the gold that's mixed in with the sediment here, and they would collect the gold down here in the pan. All right, this is what Coloma looked like in 1857. It was actually a booming town. If you can see it there, a lot bigger than it is today. I don't know. Maybe this seems pretty big though for 1857. Yeah, and then this is what it looks like today. So a lot less houses, it looks like, more trees as compared to then. So it was booming back then. Let's see here. And there's this jail, the Coloma jail, now in ruins. All right, so we're gonna head out of here. I gotta go put this ticket in the windshield of the car before I get cited. And then we'll go take a look at some of the buildings and structures outside. All right, so we're gonna walk over here and check out this barn. Looks like there's some wagons inside. Looks like that's the jail over there. We'll go take a look at it later. But that's the jail over there that we saw inside the museum. All right, so there's a barn here. Some old school wagons. Straight up horse-drawn wagons. But man, those are some big spokes. What are those, like 50-inch wheels? All right, this over here is a covered wagon. Take a look at that. All right, so there's also picnic areas here. We got benches. Looks like some fire pits. They may be barbecue pits. It kind of looks like they may be barbecues. So you come up here, barbecue, picnic with your family. So that's cool. They got the benches here. So keep that in mind if y'all want to come up and do a little picnic and barbecue. They got the facilities for it. Looks like they may even have some restrooms over there. So that's good. Convenient to the picnic area. Yeah, definitely barbecue pits. Take a quick look at them. But yeah, they're barbecue pits, see? So you could barbecue up here and picnic with your family. So that's cool. So let's just keep it moving through here. You can see some of the old structures here. Not sure what they were, but they have these nice little trails that you could walk. Everything's maintained well. You can see over there, hopefully you could see, but there's like a water cannon they used to blast rock and sediment out of the mountain with. An old structure here. I guess this was a saloon. So this is what the bars looked like back then. I'm not sure you could fit too many people in that bar though. But that's a saloon there. Looks like a little shack to me. So this is California stamp mill. I guess they use these big machines to stamp out gold. Probably in the bars of gold. I don't know, for transport, I guess. But this is where they would stamp them out. They'd pound the gold out right here. Check that out. Big machine. Made in Sutter Creek, which is not far from here. You could check it out there, but it's like a camshaft essentially, where it's rotating and those lobes are lifting up and down these push rods. So it's kind of like a engine with a push rod engine. And over here we have a little mining cart, some tracks. So they would load the gold in there and move them down the tracks, probably over to be stamped out so they could ship it. And here's another one. This is a five head stamper, I guess is what they call it. So they could stamp out 5 of them at once, I'm assuming. But yeah, so if this is a 5 head, I'm assuming that's a 2 head. But again, there you can see the cam there and the lobes, and then the push rods, which are moving up and down these pistons, somewhat like an engine. And it looks like a flywheel here to help it keep its momentum. Right. Got the Chinese and the gold rush. So it tells the Chinese story of the gold rush. That's cool, giving tribute to the Chinese. All right, we got one of these hydraulic cannons here. I'll show you what they used to do with them. They used to blast away the side of the mountain to uncover the gold, to break up the rock and sediment, to expose the gold veins. So yeah, that's one of the cannons there, water cannons. So we'll keep moving through here. Looks like a drill here. They used under the earth to go ahead and drill and put their dynamite. So they drill, stick dynamite in there, blow it up, and then chunks of rock would come down. And then they would haul out the rock in these carts. So this is like going into a mine. This is what it would feel like. Got kind of a display here of what a mine would look like. Some old exposed knob and tube wiring. Check out that. I'm sure that'd be up to code nowadays with this old knob and tube wiring. And then you got these post and beam construction. All right. And then it leads us right back here to the office. Guess this would be what an office would look like back then. All right, so enough here. We're gonna keep it moving. And here's a better map of the area we're in. So again, we came up from Sacramento. Well, we came up from the Bay Area through Sacramento. We stayed the night in Folsom. Drove up to Placerville this morning and then over to Coloma on 49. And then from here, we'll go over to Grass Valley. So. All right, let's keep it moving through here. So these are the Chinese stores. Let's see what it looked like inside here. Alright, so this is what the Chinese store would look like. Right there. Got an old stove. Some pots and bottles. Looks like they had a little table there so that they could eat their dinner on. We got the dinner hanging there from the hooks as they're prepping it to be cooked. It looks like we got pig, we got some chicken, and some fish. That's supposed to be fish right there. So this is a Chinese store. All right, let's keep it moving. Off to the next spot. All right, so we just checked out the Chinese store over here. We checked out the little example of what a mine would look like inside. So now we're going to check out a few more buildings. This is the Coloma Grays. This building was an armory, so where they kept their weaponry, I would assume. Armory. So let's see. I don't see any weapons, so I may be wrong, but needless to say, there's a Studebaker, probably one of the oldest Studebakers you've ever seen. All right, some more little structures here. This is the Coloma post office. So that's what their post office looked like. So this is gonna be the last structure we look at today. We're gonna look at the jailhouse. Here is some kind of holding cell. It's just some crazy medieval looking box made of steel, rivets, nuts and bolts. Got these hinges here so this door opens up, and a funky old style lock. So let's take a look at the jail itself now. That's over here. It's very dilapidated. So this was the El Dorado County Jail at the time. Let's take a quick look. This is what the windows would look like for the jail. So you could see it's all just rocks they found locally here in the area. They used mortar to connect all the rocks together and to build a wall. Definitely an old structure with some historic value. Let's take a quick look inside of the cell. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but that's what the cell looks like inside. You probably don't want us in here too much because who knows what the integrity of the structure is. So yeah, that roof may come down any year. Who knows? That's what the view of the prisoner would have from inside the cell.